Good evening.
Good evening. We start W5 tonight in your shopping mall. The lights, the crowds, the crush of the season, and a new breed of shoplifter.
Like everything else nowadays, shoplifting has gone extreme. It's no longer just a chocolate bar here or a paperback there. This season, shoplifters are stealing designer clothes by the rack. As Elliot Schiff reports, it's bold, organized, smash-and-grab thieving.
There he is. He's going to run. He's going to run. He's a runner. He's a runner. There he goes. Heading down to Young and Queen. Young and Queen. Grab him, Victor.
It happens every day right across the country. This guy was caught.
Okay, that's it. Way to go, guys. Okay. Just relax. Just relax.
Bleeding anyway?
92.
Yeah, everything's in order. We're heading back with one male. Nice tackle, buddy. Good work. Good work. Excellent work. $450 recovered.
2 males. One with a baseball cap, one without, knapsacks.
Randy Nelson is waging a war against shoplifters. He and his team of investigators are facing a new challenge this holiday season.
Camera 16 will get these two guys on base there.
Grab and runs committed by organized gangs. Nelson is a former police officer turned PI. He's a special investigator with the Hudson's Bay Company's flagship store in downtown Toronto. Part of Nelson's job? Supervising a staff of 21, patrolling 1 million square feet of retail space.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody.
Today, spirits are high. A gang member was arrested just 2 days ago.
And Fran arrested her with Cheryl's assistance this week. $1,800 recovery. Ladies designer wear. Excellent case.
She was gathering merchandise in the back corner over here. She had a bag in her coat pocket, and when she was ready, she got all the merchandise rolled up, placed it up on the top shelf over here, and then when the coast was clear, she just put the merchandise inside the bag and away she went.
So this is a popular spot up here. How much do they lose?
Oh, close to $900,000 a year.
Is that because it's more organized?
Oh, yes, indeed it is. They're more sophisticated. They're beating the systems that are in place.
Shoplifters and store security play an endless game of cat and mouse.
Well, I've been watching them if you have them on camera.
Ceiling cameras watch every movement. Tags attached to clothing activate alarms. Some even spray dye. Secret rooms conceal investigators who watch all the action on the floor.
We can also get him if he comes in through those doors.
The minute you walk into any major department store in Canada, you're being watched by a high-tech security operation that rivals any Las Vegas casino. Here at the Bay, a command center where investigators watch every corner of the store, directing security staff to anything that looks suspicious.
Okay, everybody, power hour. Let's hit the floor. Let's go get them.
It's lunchtime, prime time for shoplifting.
This particular store alone last year lost in excess of $2 million in theft.
Wow. So now what kind of stuff are we talking about here?
Well, right here is one of our high loss departments. This is men's accessories, wallets, belts, gloves, that type of thing, and it's highly monitored by our security staff.
Now, are we talking about organized gangs, or is this just people coming in off the street and sort of stealing odds and ends for themselves?
I would say that the majority of people that do come in and steal from us are opportunists, or it's a first time for them, and they might be as a result of peer pressure, that type of thing for young people.
So while you're reaching for your wallet this holiday season, others are stuffing their jackets, filling their bags, even grabbing armfuls of clothing and running out the door. The costs are staggering. Last year, shoplifters walked off with more than $2 billion worth of goods. That's $6 million a day, which of course is passed on to you, the customer, in higher prices.
So this is obviously the busiest time of year for shoplifting, huh?
Yes, it is. Yes, November and December are the two highest months in the year for theft.
What's the popular item this year?
Men's designer clothes are in high demand. Tommy Hilfiger, Polo, Nautica. Men's accessories, ladies' accessories.
This is what Nelson's team is up against. The sheer boldness of shoplifting in 1996. Where's some of it going? To fencing operations like this one busted by police last summer. Gang members set up their own rogue department store, keeping the tags on and selling the stolen goods at a 70% discount. The Bay ended up recovering $40,000 of its merchandise from this operation.
Is there such a thing as a profile of the average shoplifter?
A shoplifter could be anybody from a young offender, 7 or 8 years old, which I've experienced myself, up to somebody's grandmother. I think theft is looked at as a victimless crime. It's the consumers and the honest people that come in and pay for the merchandise that end up paying in the long run.
These two women are pros. They brazenly wave at the surveillance camera before going to work. The key is their shopping bag. It's been rigged to defeat the store's alarm system. They're part of a gang known for stealing high-priced designer wear, stuffing it into their bags, then returning the merchandise later for a cash refund. It's cost the Bay tens of thousands of dollars.
So how do you decide what you keep near the door? Because that's obviously the easiest stuff to steal.
Well, we don't want to keep our highest priced merchandise by the exits or the entrances. That's exactly what these people will target.
The latest problem? The grab and run.
They'll literally park a car at one of our exits. The accomplice will come in, grab an entire display of clothing, lift it from the display, and run out the door.
Sounds like an updated version of the old bank heist. Some guy sitting out in the car with the motor running.
Yes, absolutely, and it's becoming more and more the way of doing things.
And you lose a lot of money pretty quickly.
Literally thousands and thousands of dollars for each occurrence.
An organized group called the Honda Gang hit 17 Bay stores in just 3 months, driving off with more than $20,000 in merchandise. Retailers can't afford to have a security guard at every door, so there are some low-tech solutions, like cross-hanging.
If they attempt to remove the entire display of clothing, obviously the hangers are cross-hung, and it will hopefully deter them or will make an apprehension.
For Nelson, all of these security measures lead to more arrests. His team is on a stakeout. Remember the woman who waved at the surveillance camera? They've tracked her to this address.
Tommy Hilfiger label.
Police say there are 4 outstanding warrants for her arrest.
What are the odds of somebody like her getting caught?
The odds are very good simply because we now have this team in place, and we are certainly pursuing people like her to make them aware that we're out there and we're not going to allow them to come into our retail outlets and steal from us, and we will pursue them to the best of our ability and the resources that we have, absolutely.
A small victory, but Nelson's battles are far from over, and it's consumers that are paying the price. According to the Retail Council of Canada, every time you buy something, another 2% is tacked on to cover the cost of shoplifting.